That was DJ Real. I'm Red Scott. Welcome to Blabbermouth.
And I'm Phil Griffiths. Thank you for watching Blabbermouth, where comics play games, talk shit, and go home with absolutely no prizes. This is another exciting edition of Blabbermouth. We got a great lineup for you guys.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty excited about it. We got a lot of fun comics here today. We got a lot of action in the chat room. Pantufleric, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm already in trouble. The biggest thing about Twitch handles I've learned is being able to pronounce them correctly. And Pantufleric, I apologize. You're first in. I wish I could be there for you. Mr. Fabulous 913 coming in with hello. That's a low energy post. That's not going to do it for our chat room. You're going to have to come harder if you want to get acknowledged going forward. But you were second, so I'll give you a what's up.
God Eats Bagels is waiting for the theme song. I think everybody loves a theme song. I don't know.
The theme song is perfect. This is mostly a theme song stream with a game show that people ignore in between our theme song.
We just need a category of streaming theme songs. That's all we need.
Yep. All right. You want to start bringing people in, Phil?
Yeah, sure. I think it's good. So just a couple quick things. Make sure you're following us here on Twitch. If you haven't, please do. We're got to affiliate status, which is great, but we have yet to fill out the tax forms to make it official. So subscribing will be coming soon, but do that for sure. At least give us a follow. But we're going to go ahead and introduce the first comics tonight. I think you're ready, Red? Yep.
Let's do it.
All right. First up, the champion of our first Blabbermouth tournament, way back when we started, a fan favorite, the elf to my Keebler. Welcome, Steve Osbourne.
Thank you so much. This is it's great to be in the new format. It's great. You guys have come a long way. You've got a theme song for streaming, which, of course, in the biz is called a theme song. So that's cool. Very, very cool. You guys are behind a little desk. I mean, we've got little TV heads. It's like Max Headroom without the budget somehow.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were going for. Actually, that was I think Red and I talked about that to start with. That's what we said we were going to do.
How was that for a Max Headroom reference right out the gate? I figure a lot of the Twitch fans are probably right in the demographic that would understand that reference. So already ingratiating myself.
It was just above my range, so I'm sure there's a lot.
Right.
There's good. Steve, you live in the North Bay of the Bay Area in California. What, with all the fires going on, do you think God is trying to kill you, or?
You know what? Here's the thing, guys. I mean, we're committed to gay marriage. We're just gonna see it all the way through. So we're just, bring the fires. We're who wants to live forever?
Yeah, none of us. That's why we're doing all of this, I think. All right, thanks for joining us.
All right, our next guest is a comic based on the West Coast who's worked all over the country. She streams on Twitch as Anica. I meant to ask the pronunciation of her name like I have every time I've met her. It's her first time on Blabbermouth. Welcome, Anica Coela.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited to be here, and I am terrified of any improv games, which I found out was going to be happening after I was already in the Zoom call. So here we go.
Improv is overstating it, I think. I think it's just very, very quick writing. Is that better? Is that less stressful? It's speed writing. Does that sound...
Having to be funny on the spot. This is truly just six of one, half a dozen of the other. But either way, I'm very excited.
Having each of your exes watch. Does that make it better? Just people you know, more comforting?
Audience is going to be huge, honestly. That's a boon for you.
It's our main promotional work for today.
You're welcome, honestly.
My question for you, is your feed orange today in honor of our president?
My feed is fuck you. That's no, we're not talking about that right now. And my feed is orange because all of my lights in here have a nice hue. So it's actually like an aesthetic thing. So
it is honestly a fun October spooky vibe. I like it.
Yeah, it hides my acne. I love it. Cannot recommend it enough.
And to be clear, if I open the window, it'd be the same color as the air outside my place in San Francisco.
It's great.
Pumpkin spice lifestyle, baby.
Oh, God.
All right. Also joining us, a very funny comic who grew up in Cupertino, California, just like me. We're hometown kids. A Twitch streamer himself on his channel named Murad Shawki. Please welcome the aptly named Murad Shawki.
Guys. Thanks for having me on the internet.
Thank you. Very, very excited to have you, Murad.
You're doing good?
Oh, sorry. What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
I said, how's it going? Are you good?
As good as you can be, considering the circumstances. I'm happy. I'm ready to write some bad jokes.
Are you in a bunker of sorts, or are you at the Comedy Cellar? Which one are you?
Oh, I'm in an ill-advised studio that I rent in the Mission, and there is someone yelling in the middle of the street as loud as they can, and they are saying racial epithets, and I hope it is not picking up on the microphone.
Heart of the Mission, then. That's nice.
Are they? Would you describe them as positive or negative epithets?
Oh, they're just empowering epithets,
Excellent.
Epithets of affirmation,
Just like they do matter.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us, Murad.
All right, our last guest was in the Detroit Women of Comedy Festival and Austin's Out of Bounds Festival. Judging by her Twitter feed, she's in a happy and committed relationship. Please welcome Annette Mullaney, everybody.
Thank you. Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Yeah, we're very excited to have you here. I think this is going to be a great show. My question for you is, what does your sweater say? I've been trying to read it the whole time.
Oh, it says Michigan State.
Nice.
Which is very apt because I am staying with my family in East Lansing right now.
Oh, okay. I was just like, you didn't strike me as a big Michigan State fan.
Ooh, grew up, bled green.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, actually. The history of my family with Michigan State, like grandfather was the announcer, dad is a professor. I'm the only person in my family who didn't go to Michigan State, so it's actually kind of.
Did you go to Michigan
I'm just excited
University?
to know that I can. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Phil.
What, did you go to the rival? Did you go to Michigan University? Where'd you go?
No, I fled the entire state, actually the country.
So you're already smarter.
I don't know. I did get to flee the smoke in San Francisco coming back here, so that was pretty nice.
Yeah.
I'm just excited we've got one more person to talk about college football with. You will be getting those DMs from now until forever. Very excited about that.
For sure.
All right, that's enough blabbering. Let's play some games.
That's right. Let's go. Our main game here is Punched Up, where comics write punchlines to classic joke setups provided by us. But before we can play that game, we need to give our comics some time to write out those punchlines. So in order to do that, we'll play some warm-up games with two of the comics, while the other two go into the Blabbermouth bubble to write. Annette and then Anica, we're going to put you two in the bubble first. And then remember, we'll be writing 4 punchlines to classic joke setups provided to you by our writing staff of rejected Mike Pence clones. Annette, you're going to be writing the following punchlines, or punchlines to the following setups. First one is, my family is like the Walking Dead. The second is, Hurricane Delta is taking aim at the Louisiana coast. Many residents are taking precautions by. My boss said the best thing about Adam Sandler is, and I want to open a store that only sells Ugg boots and call it. So those are how do you feel about those setups? Are you excited? Nervous?
Terrified.
Greg said the first two people we're sending into the bubble feel like this is low-level torture.
I know. I think it's both of their first times in the bubble too, so which is not always a good experience. But it's nice in there. The air quality is probably better than San Francisco, so you should enjoy it, I think.
Poorly arranged by our production assistants of Stephen Miller clones. They are all out today with COVID. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
All right,
Anica, yeah.
You will be writing punchlines for the following setups. I'm so old, I remember when Kardashian meant ellipses. Ever notice how vice presidents look like a cross between? Someone recently bought a T-Rex skeleton for $31.8 million. If everything goes well, ellipses. And finally, my roommate is so dumb, they thought ballot dumping was ellipses. How do you feel about those setups?
Oh man, these are all bad, but everything I have to write about them is not going to be funny. So it's going to be a zero-sum game.
Shout out to my parents who watched the last one and said they had to look up the word ellipses. And so they felt real dumb when they saw the definition.
Are you from Michigan too?
We have that vibe.
Yeah, you have a real corn-fed Midwestern guy vibe going on.
You look at me and you think casserole, I think. And that goes for most of my family, despite the fact we're all from California.
Whoa! All right.
I think we're gonna have to get you ellipses shirts. Like that's gonna be your merch now for this.
I mean, the thing is, we have you, and yet that's something I could do graphic design for. It's wasted. All right, let's throw them in the bubble. You guys have 5 minutes. Yeah, they have 5 minutes to write the 4 punchlines for those setups. Good luck. And
while they're trying to be funny in there with less and less oxygen, we're going to play a warm-up game with Steve and Murad. And
Yeah, this game is
Wrong
called
Answers Only, right?
Wrong Answers Only, correct. This is a game where I have pulled up images. I pulled up news items, mostly images. I think entirely images this week. I can't remember what I pulled up. But you guys are going to give us a description to a question that we will ask, except you will give us wrong answers only. You cannot give us correct answers. That will be negative 1,000 points.
Yeah, wrong answers. Not. Yeah, I had a joke there, and then I had a small stroke. So I'm going to move on.
Small strokes only is our next game.
Oh man, I am going to win this one.
I always flip flop.
Let's see. Oop, there we go. All right. There we go. All right, Steve.
Yeah.
What is this vehicle based on, and where's it going? Wrong answers only.
This vehicle is going to. This is really very bizarre. It is the Matterhorn going to Cowtown. I don't know, man. This is this is not my forte. But yeah, no, I know. You know what? I'm going to own it. It's Matterhorn going to Cowtown.
Yeah, nailed it. I feel like let's go see what's going on. Something's going crazy in the chat. I lost focus for a minute. Last thing at the top, I can't scroll up in mine, but it says now he can legally fuck your mom. That doesn't sound great.
Yeah, no, and I don't know. That was, I think, an attempted insult at me, but I'm also like, well, no, I can, legally.
Yeah, Izzy, send a picture of your mom. Let's see if we can get this going. I think this might be a mutually beneficial
I'm legal.
situation.
Bring it on. I've got my papers.
Let's have it. Stiggy says I Google ellipses after every show. Thanks, Dad. Flowers for Aragorn. Not into edging. Sorry. I don't think you've tried it, Flowers. I think you should look into that more. Give it a second, third, fourth chance. Do what you have to do. Find some joy in your life.
And I got it. That's what it was. Mr. Fabulous said, Steve looks like the kid on Xbox that told you they fucked your mom, grew up, and still lives in his parents' basement.
Right.
Oh,
and then Izzy said, now he can legally fuck your mom.
So. Well, and to me, that's actually, that makes me feel better because that suggests that when I was younger, Xboxes were around. Not the case.
This one, I think it would be hard to give right answers to this one. Given that I did not read the actual article, I just keep laughing at what I've seen in front of me. So Murad, this SF service delivers screaming clowns to your doorstep. What does this service offer?
Oh, well, actually, I'm glad you brought this up. This is my startup. We just got funding. The app is called Clowned, without the E. It's just the D there. Screaming was not the intention when we made this. We just kind of wanted, it's like some fun clowns to pop by and make you happy. But that's the gig economy for you. Not a lot of happy clowns on the market. So we decided to pivot, go straight to screaming clowns, see if that's maybe a niche somebody needs filled. Turns out not really right now, but we're optimistic about our growth. And Clown, download it, App Store.
Give it a month, I think, and we'll have more people needing that.
Yeah, I'm going to look into that. I think based on how Slack's doing, it's probably going to get $1 billion valuation.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm already rich. I didn't say I deserved it, but...
All right. So this is just a personal picture of me and one of my in-laws. But where did we meet, Steve? Wrong answers only.
Well, the weirdest part is that I know what a lot of people are making assumptions, but Red is actually on the back of this Sea-Doo. He has aged oddly.
It is both a Benjamin Button age and race situation.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, he's going a different direction in age, and he's definitely going east in everything else. But this it's not about where you met; it's about where you're going. Like that's really the thing. Is the journey in many cases is the goal, and I'm less concerned about the backstory as I am the forward story.
I think it is key to note that there is somehow a tan line on Red between his neck and chest. I don't know how that was possible.
No, that's called skin cancer.
All right, I think one more.
And where is the in-law's hand in that picture?
Let's see. I want to pick. Oh yeah. What? This is my absolute favorite one. So Murad, what is the name of this kid's band?
Oh, well, he's not actually in a band. This is just a future conservative SoundCloud rapper in the making. He's called Lil MAGA, and he will overdose in 10 years.
There has to be a Lil MAGA out
He's
there.
going to overdose on winning is what he's going to overdose on because he's getting so tired of it.
You should join my Facebook group because Lil MAGA is in it.
Can someone in the chat effort that and let us know if there's a little MAGA out there, and if he has a SoundCloud specifically? That is what I want to know. And he has to have actual original bars over a beat. Yes, this is also me, and I still use it. I still use it as my Facebook profile picture because it's the best hair I've had in years.
I'm hoping beyond hope that all he has is bangs under that hat.
How does Anica already have this? This is ridiculous.
Oh, she put the SoundCloud link in there. Nice.
Let me see.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Of course it's from Norway.
Yeah, the little circle on the A. I was
little MAGA.
Let's see. I'm actually want to see if I can pull this up. No, I might have deleted that from here. I'm stupid. Okay. All right. Let's get them out of the bubble. There we go.
His torso.
I spent very little time writing because they were all just dog shit, soup to nuts. So it gave me plenty of time to Google. Not your prompts. Your prompts were bad. My responses to them was just truly polishing a turd. So very stoked for this to go fully faceplant.
Do you think you needed more time, or just it would have never?
Time was not the issue here. It's just fully the space in between my ears.
All right. All right, so hopefully that's given Annette and Anica enough time, and then we're going to put the other two guys in the bubble. We're going to put Steve and Murad in the bubble. Steve, your setups, you'll be adding punchlines to the following setups. Have you heard about the Mandalorian Challenge? That's where you and NASA showed off its new $23 million space toilet that just landed on ISS, in keeping with tradition, astronauts. And then you ever notice how Halloween is just a fancy version of? And my dad's nickname is Selena because. So, how excited are you for that? You're the champion here. You've got a lot riding on your shoulders here. I don't know.
The pressure must be incredible.
Well, I think it's really important when you're the champ. You get the number one seed, but you get the lowest seeded prompts, and that makes sense.
Got to do more with less.
Yeah, I think so.
Murad, you will be writing the punchline to these setups. My doctor said I have a bad case of the LA Lakers because, ellipses, Amazon Prime Day is coming October 13th and 14th, or as Jeff Bezos calls it, ellipses. What's the difference between most people and Taylor Swift? ? And I want to open a restaurant that sells Doritos, sells only Doritos, and call it ellipses.
Oh man, those are so good.
Yeah, those are better than Steve's.
Yeah,
There's
way
like
better
hella
than mine.
wordplay options.
Way better than mine. Thanks, guys.
I mean, yeah, when you bring in the
Congratulations,
fourth
Murad.
seed, you got to give him a little bit of help.
I feel like I got affirmative actioned into like a better chance for success here.
Oh man, not
All
happy I had to
right,
go
you
first.
guys are headed into the bubble for 5 minutes. Boom. All right. While we play a game called Explain This. In Explain This, I go over both of your social media feeds and pull out things that I feel like need explaining in a game we call.
I have a.
How did you find
knocking
anything?
At my door? I have to go.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna take me the rest of the hour, so I'll see you guys. I got. Sorry, you're breaking up. I can't.
Let's look into this. First up, got Hog Mild on Twitter. That's me on the corner. That's me by the stoplight, screaming at a pigeon.
I have this stuck in my head once a week. Still, this is a good tweet, and there's literally nothing. I tweet about cum 4 times a day, and this is what you came up with. This is gold. I rest my case. I don't know what you want me to say.
How do you remember the origin of this? It just came fully formed. You're like, wait, those aren't the lyrics?
No, all of my song tweets, I tend to come up with a lot of like song wrong lyrics, and it's always just me in the shower. I was like, I don't know. I just thought about screaming at a pigeon and built it backwards. I stand by it. This is good, and everyone's gonna think of the lyrics this way now.
God Eats Bagel says, Robin lyrics? No, they're pigeon lyrics. I guess it's screaming out a pigeon. It could be Ramit. Well done.
I mean, yeah, I'll scream at pigeons any day of the week. Plus, living in San Francisco, you're like, I'm just going to tweet what I see. And there you have it.
Yeah, it's that or come. You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
I know at least 3 comics who spent time in San Francisco that have pigeon jokes that do very well.
Yeah. Oh, no.
All right. Next up, this was from a really old Facebook picture of Annette's.
Oh shit, you went deep, dude.
Yeah, I just kept pressing left until there was something sufficiently interesting. And my question is, how many times did you urinate there before they had to write that?
Quite a few. Man, that is like I want to say 2006 Ghana. That's where that picture comes from.
2006 Ghana?
Yeah, that's an old ass Facebook photo. I went to Ghana in 2006 and urinated all over that country.
That seems like a very aggressive move for somebody who is at the very least white passing.
It was when I was young. I didn't yet know how to be culturally sensitive. I got some bad advice that people would see it as welcoming, but I've learned. I've grown.
That is incredible. All right.
I like that it's written like a wizard said it. Fool! Like that's I love that. I've been reading a lot of The Witcher, so I'm like, yeah, this fits.
That's awesome.
And just a reminder for the comics. So we will be showing you the premises that we have sent you at the end. You will be reading your original punchlines out loud. Which
Just
I'm
the
saying,
punchline. Okay.
Just the punchline, yeah. Because people are texting me, and it's easier for me to respond vocally than to hit buttons.
That's true.
All right. Hogmild. Oh my God. He calls ravioli the mattresses of Flavortown. I would kill if he asked me to.
Again, what is there to explain? Who the fuck do you think I'm talking about?
I mean, the mattresses of... What is happening here?
Oh man, we had to stay in a hotel for like a few days, like a month ago, and I haven't watched like TV in a long time because I'm a millennial, so I don't fucking own a TV. And like diners, it's called like Diners, Drive-ins and Dives Takeout Edition, where like restaurants send Guy Fieri and his sons like meal boxes and they make it and they talk about the restaurant. And he just first of all, it was beautiful and it was very wholesome. And second of all, yeah, he didn't build up to it. He just slipped it in there. Just like, yeah, ravioli, they're the mattresses of Flavortown. Kept going. He did not give the audience a second to breathe. He just kept going. And I was like, oh my God. I would give him 2 of my kidneys. Liver. No, you have 1 liver. Both kidneys. He gets both kidneys. I love him.
Let's see. Next up. This one.
Man, you went deep.
It was either this or I ask you, the other route that I was going to go was ask you like 8 questions about your ex based on what you've been tweeting recently.
Yeah, that would have been sick. I would have loved
I need
that.
to check out your Twitter. I love anchor tweets.
It's very great, but I feel like it's
all
not
breakup
my...
tweets. The past month has been all sadness and anger.
I guess my question is this your ex?
Yes. That is my ex. As you can see, we met a long time ago. Wow, the photo quality on that. That actually is a giant snake that I met at a Ukrainian circus that was traveling around Syria in 2007.
Damn.
Yeah, you're picking up a bunch of pictures from a time in my life when I was basically I was in a different country all the time.
I was to say, you really fucking hate Michigan.
Yeah, I really hated Michigan. I fled to Syria.
Your stories are so cool.
What's funny is that snake came out and everyone got a little scared, but in that same act, a magician pulled 2 kittens out of a hat and the audience fled because people in Syria are like not fans of cats. They see them as like vermin because they're on the streets all the time. I mean, like women left their babies to run away from this cat.
Her like magic is totally fine, but that cat is a fucking God's devil.
To be fair, when you started with snake and then went kittens, I was like, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm gonna make these kittens disappear.
No.
All right, we got 2 more. Let's go through them real quick. If I was a professional dominatrix, I'd advertise myself as propane and propane accessories. And my company would be called Kink of the Hill.
This tweet is the fucking bane of my existence. I have had.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, because it was like the first tweet that I got. This sounds so douchey, but like it was the first tweet of mine that went viral, and it comes back constantly. And apparently, Bob's Burgers, one of the in like the intro scene, like one of the storefronts was like propane accessories, and it was like a dominatrix shop. So first of all, I had tons of people being like, you stole this, and I'm like, I promise you I would never steal anything from the god. Like, I'm not gonna do that. But then it's the one I've had employers be like, oh yeah, I saw your viral tweet. I've had like, it has come back to me time and time again, and it's just, I'm sick of it. You know, when you have that one bit that like everyone, like you have that old joke that you know works, but you're like, I don't want to tell this fucking joke again, where you're just like, that ain't me anymore. So it's fine.
I will
It's
say
solid,
that my favorite part about this is that having propane separately forces everybody to accidentally do a Hank Hill cadence. Like you just read it, you're like propane and propane accessories.
It's one of those that just lingers in your brain.
It's fucking next level. And the last
great.
one that we have for Explain This is this.
Yes. As the text says, I was trying a new direction with promo for my shows.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work very well. It got a lot less attention than, let's say, like a joke or a very staid selfie. Yes, I can twerk very well. If anyone needs a lesson, I can teach anyone to twerk.
Oh my God, I love you. Yes.
That was the weekend I got broken up with on a Saturday night. Friday night, I was in San Diego doing this.
Oh, damn.
That was...
Man, we got to hang out more. I think we got a lot of overlap in life.
I guess my actual question was, how was Fun Sheep's live Zoom comedy roast from Oakland?
I don't remember. The Zoom shows all run together. I don't think it was... Was it even a roast?
It says.
It does. I don't remember that. It was probably fine.
All right. I'm going to hit next before you give us a DMCA takedown. All right. All right, Steve and Murad. How was your time under the bubble?
Super
Confusing.
Yeah, we had a technical difficulty getting them the setups, so they had a little less time, but it all worked out, I hope.
Phil is saying that he didn't do his job right, and that's called technical difficulty.
Look, I hit enter, and I guess my window wasn't active. I thought it went, but it didn't
That's
go.
fair. That's fair. I'm just over here going, hey, and then Red's like, guys, you're fine. Just so you know, and like Red's scolding me from his little fake chair, and I'm going, hey guys, you told me specifically don't memorize. In fact, don't even talk about the fact that you're not supposed to memorize this because otherwise it's a hacky joke. But then you make me memorize because you don't actually send me the premises, and nobody even gets this because it's hacky.
All the rest of us were sitting there like that Jesse from Breaking Bad gif, just like drinking our water and watching them fight. I was like, this is great. I love it. I'm not paying attention to anything I'm saying. I'm watching this.
Well, this is exciting because we get to see
I think
what
we can
Steve
declare
do.
a winner now. I think it's clearly not Steve.
All right. Whether or not they had enough time, all 4 comics have written their punchlines. Let's see who's got the best one and play Punched Up. Yeah. That's right. It slides in. That's all I care about.
It looks so good.
That's
No
right.
theme song for that?
Thank you.
Oh, we should have a separate theme song. I like it.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
should
a
have a separate
sick
Punched Up theme
guitar
song.
riff, I feel like.
We need more buttons for Red to push.
It's just
during
it
the
was
show.
little punched up.
Budged, like have all those radio DJ sounds. Scram, scram, scram.
Oh no!
I hate it.
All right.
Each
So all the
comic has
comics have written their... Oh,
I was going to say it.
I thought you did already. Go ahead.
No, each comic has written 4 punchlines to the writing staff's bad setups, and now they'll go head to head, and you and the audience vote for the best joke.
That's right. And also our writing staff here at Blabbermouth hold the comedic silence of Jeff Foxworthy and Hamburger Jones in very, very high regard. So to honor those classic catchphrases like "you might be a redneck" or "hamburger," the staff has given each of you a court-appointed catchphrase of your very own. So we ask the comics to lean in on those and perform them to the fullest after they say their punchline.
All right. And the punchline battles will be voted on you, the Twitch audience, to vote. If you're watching from Facebook, you got to go to twitch.tv/blabbermouthgame. Same if you're on YouTube, which you're not, unless you're my parents. And I know you guys can't figure it out. So I'll leave you guys there. All right. So let's get into it. Round one. First up, we're going Steve versus Murad. Are you guys ready?
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
get it.
All right, Steve.
All right.
Do you have anything about the Mandalorian challenge you'd like to tell us?
Yes, I do. I mean, I just got the prompt, so that's perfect. Hey, have you heard about the Mandalorian challenge? That's where you are actually super boring, but distract people with a cute stuffed animal.
Got a catchphrase?
Oh, now ain't that the berries?
That is really bad. I didn't see them this week. That one's awful. All right. Next up, Murad. Have any thoughts about basketball?
Not much right now, but do I read the prompt or do you?
Oh, well, I would think you would read the whole joke.
Okay, yeah. Whoops. Anyway, my doctor
like a
said I have
handoff.
a bad case of LA Lakers because I can't stop horribly injuring people from Florida.
That's good. All right. So now audience gets to vote. If you want to vote, enter 1 for Steve's "Have you heard about the Mandalorian challenge?" That's where you. Or Murad's "My doctor said I have a bad case of the LA Lakers because." So 1 for Steve, 2 for Murad.
Murad, I like that you told everyone to write "ha ha" in chat, but not
I
to
didn't
push
do
your
that.
number.
I
So,
didn't do that.
Did you?
so now everyone's just gonna type "ha ha" and not vote for you.
3 Jill Stein. That's pretty funny.
That's close. Steve's battling back with 40%, but Murad is definitely in the lead with 60%. We got only 10 voters here. Come on, guys.
All
You're voting.
of my fans are on Facebook.
Okay, I'm gonna vote for Steve just to even things out. It's nothing personal. But only if you guys agree to do the same for me. So that when
Absolutely.
Annette completely destroys me, I have like some sort of...
I'm voting for Murad because
can't
he did
even-
berate me about not sending him.
Secret socialism. I like that.
I can't figure out Twitch. I don't know if I could figure out how to write a joke.
All right. Oh,
I realized I touched a nerve taking a shot at the Mandalorian, guys. The Mandalorian's great.
trying to save it at the last
Murad's-
second. I respect it.
Murad's holding steady at 57%. We got Steve at 42. Last few votes
Come
here.
on, you cowards, vote.
A little more time than normal because I forgot to hit the theme on time. Something like exploded behind me when I was supposed to hit buttons, and I literally forgot where I was and what my name was.
Like inside your house? Like what?
Yeah. It was somebody else handled it, but it was very loud for a second. Probably came through
You're
the
going to be a
microphone.
great dad someday.
I just assumed Red was a dad just by looking at him.
Like the
No, I
kid's
just
on
hate
fire, but he'll put
traveling.
it out
Yeah,
himself.
that's why we have more than one, all right? And so an insurance plan.
Let's see. Bum. Bum, bum.
Looks like Murad's going to take this one.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Oh, so close.
Ha-ha's in the
60%.
chat.
Incredible. All right. Murad with the win. Next up, we've got Annette versus Anica. Annette, what's your family like?
My family is like The Walking Dead. We should be canceled. Let's go, hot shots.
Fuck.
All right. Let's go.
I'm going
Hot
to put my
Shots
number
rules.
one in chat now.
All right.
This is unfair. I mean, Kardashian versus Walking Dead. That's like equally bad. Equally bad.
All right.
I had just a random thought about the Kardashians. Oh, wait, Annette, did you say your
She did.
punchline? Fuck. I have to do it too. Thought we get away with it. I'm so old. I remember when Kardashian meant getting bad people off, which it still means that. So that doesn't work. Tiramisu time. Fucking kill me.
Wait, was tiramisu time part of the joke and fucking kill me your catchphrase?
Fucking kill. I'm sorry. Fucking kill me is actually my own punchline, or my own catchphrase. Tiramisu time is the one I was given. But
I love adding on your own catchphrase. That is some incredible stuff.
If you voted in the audience before the poll opened, you got to re-vote. So Anica and Izzy, if you guys voted, you want to re-vote again because it doesn't work till you're open.
damn.
So one for Annette, 2 for Anica. Annette's was the My Family's Like Walking Dead, or Anika's I'm So Old I Remember When Kardashian Meant. So you guys can vote for that there. One for Annette, 2 for Anica.
I also want My Family to be
That
canceled.
number 2 is for you.
Very, very down with that one.
I owed you that one, Anica.
All right, that's fair.
I had to look up if The Walking Dead was still on TV, so that would work, and it is.
That's okay. I had to look up
incredible.
if the Kardashians were actually related to the dude that got O.J. Simpson off, because I also could not remember.
Oh, you didn't watch all the miniseries on the OJ trial that came out like a year ago, 2 years ago?
I am a absolute baby back bitch. So any media that's based on like, look at a bad person doing bad things, I'm like, that hurts my feelings. So I've just never any sort of like true crime drama shit. I'm just like, I can't. So.
Oh, guys, the only media I consume, and I don't know what's going on in pop culture other than murder.
We're the 2 types of white women where we're either just like, I don't like it, or we're like, it's all I like. It's all I like.
Murder, blood.
Oh, no.
All right, just leaning heavily on Annette here. Poll is closed. That one goes to Annette.
Fully.
Annette.
You won that one, honestly.
You.
I'm really liking how our voting's looking this week. It is literally the opposite of what it looked like before we started.
Yeah,
Could not
that
be
is
more excited.
a weird change neither of us could have expected.
Oh, no, wait. I think I can fix it. All right. Which is... Boom. Somebody fixing stuff is a good thing for a stream. I should do a separate string on me trying to fix my live stream in real time. I feel like there'd be an audience for that. Maybe more so than a game show. All right. Murad, tell us about Prime Day.
Amazon Prime Day is coming October 13th and 14th, or as Jeff Bezos calls it, the one weekend a year he can come without eating a poor person first.
That is good.
No catchphrase?
Oh, that's too spicy.
Oh, no.
All right. Next up, we've got Annette. How's the weather?
Oh, well, Hurricane Delta is taking aim at the Louisiana coast. Many residents are taking precautions by buying out the Daiquiri drive-thrus.
What?
Let's go hot shots.
What word was that?
Daiquiri?
Yeah.
Daiquiri? Fuck. I asked my brother how to say it. I had to pause and ask him how to say it. I still fucked it up.
I am upset that you realized it. I was hoping that everybody could keep it together enough. We could get you to say it 4 or 5 more
I
times
was
throughout
so
the
excited.
evening.
I love learning about new hyper-specific regional fast food, and I was like, what is this?
I was for sure like, oh my God, there's a Game of Thrones themed restaurant. This is amazing.
I've never had
So
one.
good.
But, you know, it looks French, so I'm going to be pretentious about how I say it.
It's a very not pretentious drink.
Yeah, daiquiri sounds fried. I'm into it.
All right, so make sure you vote now, right?
Yeah, so this is
One for Murad's Amazon Prime Day is coming October 13th, 14th. Jeff Bezos calls it. Or Annette's Hurricane Delta is taking aim at the Louisiana coast. Many residents are taking precautions by saying it Daiquiri. So whatever you want to say there.
That's how you say it when you've had enough, honestly.
Yeah, I'm giving it to Annette because I like new word pronunciations.
That is.
I like that too.
That's a pity vote.
You know, you're trailblazing, and that's what's important.
Well, we're still talking about your joke even now.
In grad school, I once said subsequent instead of subsequent so many times that I got a professor to say it as well because I said it so confidently.
I met people that say subsequent, and it worries me.
Oh, I said it like 14 times in a presentation, and then the professor said it, and so everyone was kind of like, "Is that it?" And I found out afterwards it was not.
I live with a British person and I no longer know how to pronounce anything. I'm never totally sure. You just get hit with one that you think everyone's agreed on and you're like, that's not right.
That's my excuse. My dad's Irish, so there's a few words that we pronounce weird. That's my excuse.
Yeah, it's the ones everyone knows that are like boot and color with too many vowels, but there's the weird ones that sneak up where you're like, you weren't ready for that one. It gets in your brain.
I got a great story for you about duodenum sometime.
That's a hard one because you say it so often that you're like,
yeah,
why would I not know how to
it would come up, but for some reason it didn't until he was explaining a small intestine.
By the way, people are going wild on my other channel where I fix stuff in live streams on a live stream. I could not believe it. All right. In the end, it comes down to Murad with 53% edging it out.
Yeah, you deserve that.
Yeah. Did not see that coming.
Yeah, I thought for sure DeCurie would take it.
All right, last matchup of the first round, we have Anica versus Steve. Anica. Have any thoughts about vice presidents generally?
No, I don't.
Generally.
But I will say this. Ever notice how vice presidents look like a cross between a ball sack and two more ball sacks? Tiramisu time.
All right. Next up. Steve, any thoughts on NASA?
Sure, yeah, lots of thoughts. NASA showed off its new $23 million space toilet that just landed on ISS. In keeping with tradition, astronauts are selling their used toilet paper on StockX.
What is StockX?
She'll shoes.
You can sell if you're a hype beast. You know, I'm really on my hype beast.
Oh, no.
I think he explains it in his catchphrase.
That's right. Yeah, as we all know now, ain't that the berries?
Oh, I hate that.
It's a real bad one. It might be the low. I honestly feel like Phil lost a lot of money on Steve in the first tournament, and he's just trying to get him back today.
Yeah, no, it certainly feels like that.
Oh, God.
All right, so vote now. One for Anica's Ever Notice How Vice Presidents Look Like a Cross Between Ball Sacks, and Steve's NASA showed off its new $23 million space toilet that just landed on ISS, skin-keeping tradition. You know what it is. One for Anica, two for Steve. You guys know what they said.
Man,
I'm mostly voting
space,
for Steve against Phil.
Yeah, between StockX and DeCurie, I feel like I'm learning a lot about how the world works. Quarantine has not been kind to me.
Or honestly,
shoes.
How it works despite all this.
We need to go get daiquiris when we're out of quarantine.
Yeah.
It's just a
Let's get
fucking
him now. Let's go outside.
Let's do it. 7-Eleven slushy with like shit in it. Yeah, it's good. I'm not saying it's
rum.
bad.
It's amazing.
Who's gonna stop us from street drinking right now? Nobody.
Nobody.
I miss living in the Midwest when that wasn't a stoppable offense. You know, I'm like,
Oh,
Brett,
well, I think they're
Brett, you live in San Francisco. You can
They'll
you can
stop you
street
here.
shit.
in Wisconsin, they were
Very
very
politely ask people to
They're
stop
very-
smoking crack in front of my building. I think you can get away with whatever here.
Yeah, I do think actually I just looked it up. A Slurpee with Bacardi is a DeCurie. That's how that's pronounced.
I knew it was something.
It's just so funny when someone pronounces stuff fancier than it is. We were like, daiquiri. It's like, sweetie, no. Daiquiri. Like, whatever. Pull out that Midwestern.
I'm just thinking of the 7-Eleven line of cocktails now, like the Gulp Teeny or something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh well, I had myself a forte of malt liquor. It was delightful.
The loudest malt liquor, Forte.
I'm just on my way to becoming a Midwestern mom who shops at Target. I'm going to get a daiquiri and go to Target today.
Oh my God, yes.
Hey, they
How
got
does Panic at the
champagne
Disco
here.
say it? Say, I don't know. I'm
Anica
not sure I
locked
followed
it
that
in.
one
She got that one.
That was a
All right,
People
so
love ball sacks.
that takes us to the end of round one, and time to get our standings.
That's right. Thankfully, and it's been my whole goal of this whole game, is coming in fourth right now is Steve in last place. Thankfully.
Did it, Phil?
Yeah.
Right from the start, I wanted him to lose. And so then in third place is a tie. Well, I guess second place is a tie for Annette and Anica with 1 point each. And then Murad coming in strong on his first debut with 2 points in the first round, which it's going to take a good comeback from everybody.
And you have a second debut, Phil?
Okay, make sure nobody votes for Steve in the next round.
That's right. It's just me and you now, Phil. It's the show within the show.
All right, now
Red,
it's time
you
to
can
get
cut his
into
camera now, Red.
This is just like last Tuesday's debate. I'm not going to let you go, okay, Phil? No, one more thing. One more thing, okay?
All right, that's negative points for a Trump impression.
Yeah.
Now we move on to a round we like to call round 2.
Ooh.
Where we have
Excellent
comics
naming conventions.
going head to head, doing it's the same thing. We just do it from this side. That's some visual change up in the stream. That's the only reason this is happening.
It took us forever to come up with these names of rounds.
All right, first we have Murad versus Anica. Murad, tell
What's
me
the
about
difference,
Taylor
Phil?
Swift.
What's the difference between most people and Taylor Swift? Most people haven't forgiven Kanye yet.
Solid. That is solid.
It's good.
He's got such a good catchphrase. The fact that he's not using it, I
That's too
think,
spicy. It's too spicy.
it's just going to hurt him.
It's so spicy. It takes a minute, man. It's a lot of spice to work
It's
through.
a delay in the
It takes a couple of seconds to kick in. That's what it is.
Oh, fuck. That's good, though.
All right, Anica, tell us about the recent purchase of a T-Rex skeleton.
Hey. Someone recently bought a T-Rex skeleton for $31.8 million, and if everything goes well, it will come alive and get elected as a Supreme Court justice. Hey, tiramisu time! I hated that from start to finish.
Catchphrase matters, man. It really does.
I've never
I
seen
was
a facial.
lukewarm until that tiramisu time kicked in. I was like, oh, yeah, you're right.
The worst part is I hate tiramisu, so this is just soup to nuts bad.
All right,
least
so
it's
make
not
sure you
too
vote
spicy.
now. Is 1 for Murad's What's the Difference Between Most People and Taylor Swift? Or 2 for Anica's Someone Recently Bought a T-Rex Skeleton for $31.8 million if everything goes well. 1 for Murad, 2 for Anica. Put it in the chat now.
Anica voted for Murad.
I vote.
So did Murad.
This is really rude. This is why I vote for myself in Among Us constantly, because I'm from the Midwest, which means we're not allowed to experience joy.
Fred, what do I press to not vote for Steve? What do I do there?
Exclamation mark, not Steve in the chat. Didn't work. All right, well.
Just
Right.
add 3 for fuck Steve.
I think it's
One
slash
on one,
ban.
I'm gonna win you over, Phil. I'll bring you back.
I think
was
I'm
like,
going to
on-
won you over. I was like, that's a good joke, huh?
Anica's face when she was reading that, like the last time I've seen that was like a little kid at a recital, just embarrassed to be doing ballet at age 3. Just like, I don't
I'm
want to
not
be here.
good at improv writing, man. Like, you give me a day on this, gold. Anything that requires speed, I'm like, I immediately just start sweating.
Yeah, given our previous experiences, you would crush as the only person who did the pre-writing. Comics are bad at that.
Oh, I love doing homework. The better preparation. So good.
We can barely book people.
All right, Anica pulled that one out despite how much she pretended not to enjoy it. We all know she did.
There's no pretending, but
Next round is Annette versus Steve. Tell me about your boss.
Oh man, my boss said the best thing about Adam Sandler is he shows up to work, which is more than he can say about me.
I think your boss is fucking Adam Sandler.
Let's go hot shots.
All right. Going head to head with Steve.
You ever notice how Halloween is just a fancy version of child endangerment? Hey, now ain't that the berries?
The accent you're doing makes it even worse. It started bad.
When I was writing, I was imagining it to be like as like a newsboy, like a 30s.
Now ain't that
newsboy.
the berries?
Yeah, that's what I was imagining it to be.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's like that's the thing is you're the director, but I'm the artist.
Max said it is, in fact, not the berries, which seems right to me.
Max doesn't know no berries.
All right, so vote now. 1 for Annette's. My boss said the best thing about Adam Sandler is, or Steve's, you ever notice how Halloween is just a fancy version of. 1 for Annette, 2 for Steve. Oh, Steve off to a big lead with 1 vote in the bank. Not that I'm campaigning for it, but definitely don't vote for Steve. So if you want to, right. if you're undecided, just throw a 1, and then that'll be undecided.
I voted for Steve, but I realized I meant to vote for Annette, which is also a good parallel to Among Us because I constantly click on the wrong person. So a lot of things coming home today.
You're not voting on. Make sure you're logged in on Twitch.tv. You can log in for the game, and then you can vote. There's only 1 more round. You're probably fucking out of luck by now, if we're being honest. But if you're really fast at typing, you can do it. Steve's out to her. He's holding the lead. Oh, damn it. I would have kept that open all night.
Remember, a vote for me is a vote against Phil, guys. And see, that's the thing, is when Phil's sitting behind his special little virtual desk, he gets to be all high and mighty. But this is your opportunity to speak. Let your vote count. All right, look, I'm looking at you, the American people.
God, you're giving off
Phil, now
such
they think I'm the establishment
Biden
candidate.
Look, guys, look, this is it. Look, just get out there and vote. A vote for me is a vote against Phil.
This is such Biden energy. How dare you?
Anica is going head-to-head against Annette. Anica, tell me about your roommate.
Oh, man. This is awkward because I live with my boyfriend. My roommate is so dumb that they thought ballot dumping was a dancer shitting. Tiramisu time. That's gross.
See,
Gross
do not
context.
do not sleep on these catchphrases, guys. They really matter.
You guys can shit them all you want. It comes back. They always work at some point in the game.
Yeah, I remember the first time I came across a ballerina ballot dumping. I was like, tiramisu time? All right. Annette, have you gone shopping recently?
Oh, I want to open a store that only sells Ugg boots and call it "Your name is Tiffany and you know you want this." Let's go, hot shots.
That's it.
Oh man, this is a competitive one. I like both of these a lot. I don't think I've ever said that running this show.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, Phil is over there. Don't vote for Steve. Red's trying to be, normally I try not to take sides.
Normally our votes just are trying to break the tie. That's usually the votes we go for. But
Oh, yeah.
all right, so make sure you vote for 1 for Anica's. My roommate is so dumb they thought ballot dumping was, or Annette's for number 2. Annette's was I want to open a store that only sells Ugg boots and call it. So 1 for Anica, 2 for Annette. Oh, we got a dead
Oh
even.
man.
Oh no, someone else
Tight
needs
race.
to vote. I can't vote because I'm part of it. I have to recuse myself.
You do not have to. You absolutely
do
are allowed to
American
choose
people,
this.
I implore you to
No.
vote.
I'm not doing it.
Oh no!
Can't do it.
Oh.
Wait, now I'll vote for myself. Hold on, I take it back.
No.
Oh,
right.
beans.
Come on,
Damn.
15. As soon as I see vote 15 roll through, I'm hitting finish poll.
I'm voting.
All right, and Anica pulls ahead.
I voted. God damn it, too late.
You don't get to count.
Asshole.
My understanding is we still have a few days after election day before all these are counted.
These are all unofficial. We count the ballots
Yeah.
over the next 6 months.
Well, ballot dumping.
Yeah.
It's a disgusting process.
Democracy is terrible. All right, this is down to the final round before we get the standings. But here we go, Murad versus Steve. Back where we started. Murad, tell me about this restaurant.
I want to open a restaurant that only sells Doritos and call it the Dusty Finger. And I want it to double as a sex club for gamers. That's too spicy.
There it is.
That all worked together very well, and I could not be less happy about it. All right, and finally, Steve.
All right.
What's
My dad's nickname is Selena because he is more beloved now that he is dead. Now, ain't that the berries?
I was like, hopefully he won't say the catchphrase this time. That would be a great relief to me, given the content of that
No,
joke.
you're getting
But no
that
luck.
catchphrase, baby.
All right, make sure you vote. This is the final round. This could determine the winner, but Steve's in it, so probably not. But if you go 1 for Murad, I want to open a restaurant that only sells Doritos and call it, or 2 for Steve. My dad's nickname is Selena because.
Oh, they're both so good.
Oh, man.
I think I'm gonna have to give RNG to this one just because the spicy line is just too good with the Doritos thing. Like, that's what it was.
See, this one's confusing because Murad
A vote
went
for
first.
Murad is a vote against my dead father.
That's happy.
And
my
a vote for
campaign
Phil.
slogan,
Is
too.
this what we want to do right now?
Or is it a vote against his father being dead? Maybe. Think about that.
I'm pro dead dad, so I think this is.
Well, you voted for Murad.
Yeah, damn. It's good logic. I'll vote myself off. You know what?
All right, I think this one's cooked. We don't have to wait this one out. Murad, congratulations. Won the last round. And it is time for the final standings. Where are we at, Phil?
That's right. The final standings of our show tonight in last place. I'm very sad to say it. Is with negative 35 points somehow. Is Steve came in fourth, weirdly enough. And third place was Annette with 1 point. And then our first tie.
Oh, really?
Tie, 3 points each, Murad and Anica. I mean, I know.
So none of this counts. All right. So we'll do this next week.
Yeah.
Look at us, Twitch streamers, bringing our audience here. None of my viewers are here.
The real truth is that Anica refused to do this if we could guarantee that she wouldn't win because she's that polite. She's like, if I come in first, you have to say that I tied with whoever came in second.
You're joking, but I'm like, we can't. There's no individualism. We are a collectivist, nice Lutheran culture.
Yeah, I'm excited to bring you on to do the communist version of our show where just everybody gets like 0.1 points, which is not enough to win.
Oh,
but
I love that though, because it's all about the experience. It's not about the competition.
Tell that to Steve.
Who?
I don't know.
Thank you.
I forgot his name.
Ain't that the berries?
Oh, you don't have to keep doing that. The bit's done.
That's it.
Not according to these berries.
Oh, I got my internet's down. I gotta go.
I get it. It's tiramisu time. We all gotta go.
It's just wet cake. It's so gross. It's just coffee
It's
cake.
gonna
but
get wet anyway, Anica.
It's not good
cut out
coffee
the middleman.
cake. If you want coffee and cake, eat coffee cake. If you want water in your fucking cake, go to hell. I don't know.
Does it make you feel better knowing that one of the primary ingredients is ladyfingers?
That's metal. Okay, I'm once again. I keep making arguments and you keep undermining them, and I don't like this dynamic.
All right, so before we take off, Anica, where can people find you if they want to get more of your comedy?
They can find me on Twitter at hog_mild or on Twitch @/Anica.
Perfect.
Nice.
Annette, where can people find you online?
You can find me on Twitter or Instagram at ho_grammar.
Yeah, I was actually impressed, your commitment to that brand. Every social account I went to, including LinkedIn, I was like, oh, this too. This is incredible.
Christian Mingle.
I want to remind people that I do software engineering.
It's important. Steve, where can people find you?
Every platform, it's at Phil G Blows Goats. It's a fairly new account, but it's going to be loaded up tonight. Trust me.
There's a website too.
All right. And finally, Murad, where can people find you?
Well, besides that's too spicy.biz, you can find me at Murad Shawki on Instagram or Twitch.
All right. Perfect. Once again, congratulations to our co-winners. So happy to have you guys here, Anica and
Vaguely
Murad.
ethnic names.
But I'm
Winners.
like more the winner. Like it's like twins, right? Where one does have to be born first. So
I mean, more people said "ha ha" in the chat reacting to my jokes. So
it's really weird that you were desperate for people to respond to you when people just chose me organically. That's really desperate.
Hey man, those are the berries.
That's so spicy of you. I wonder kind of what
tiramisu fucking sucks.
It does. What did you think was going to come of that bait? I agree. Anyway.
Yeah. If this is your first time on our stream, please throw us a follow. I don't know. We're an affiliate. I don't know if you can subscribe. I think we have to enter in all our stupid
My
financial
grandfather
information
dipped his
first.
cake in water is the best comment ever.
No, that's not great.
No, that's a fantastic one. Are you kidding
Thank you
me?
again.
I'm
One more
voting for
time,
Probably lost
Murad,
his teeth. It's very practical.
Steve, Annette, Anica. I've been Red.
I'm Phil Griffiths. Make sure you follow us online as well as on our website, blabbermouth.live, for all the show information and upcoming schedule. We're also playing poker this Friday night with a bunch of comedians, so tune in for Poker Night Friday night at 9 p.m.
Friday. It's on our schedule because we're doing this right.
Yeah.
All right. Later.